Hey, Mark Cologan, B2B sales consultant at Yellow O here, and I'm recording this video to introduce a tool that I've spent the best half of the weekend building, which is all about building out problem-focused messaging angles. So the problem that I see time and time again, whether it be from an SDR, an agency owner, or anybody in a sales position, is that most people default to talking about the features, the specifications of the product, and the technical details. But the truth is, prospects don't buy products because of features. They buy a product or use a service to solve a problem. So when sales teams fail to fully understand the prospect's real pain points, they only have surface level conversations that just don't resonate with the buyers. They then struggle to differentiate from their competitors who pitch similar features, and they skip the crucial pain exploration phase, which leads to fewer conversions. Or you might book the meeting, but those meetings don't convert into sales qualified leads or even customers. And what that means is you end up wasting so much time on prospects who aren't actually experiencing the problems that you can solve. So the tool, which I'll walk you through in just a second, is built to help you quickly identify and articulate the real problems that your prospects are likely to be facing and position your solution as the answer to those specific challenges. The tool is completely free to use. You do need to sign up just so that you can save the different message ideas. And the last thing before I show the product is this isn't a tool to write cold email copy for you. What I'm doing is giving you the angles that you could potentially use in your messaging, whether that be on cold email, on LinkedIn, or even during cold calling as well. One of the things that inspired me to build this tool was I reviewed over 20 different cold calls across 2 different companies and multiple sales reps. And I realized the same thing was happening, that there were very much surface level questions, and they weren't going into detail about the pain, and they weren't able to really articulate the problems that their prospects were facing. But enough of the intro, let's get into it. So once you're logged in, you'll get to this screen, and here you can either generate a new message or message ideas, or you can view your previous message ideas. But for now, I'm just going to start new. Now I'm going to craft my problem-focused sales message ideas, and I only need 3 things in order to get an answer here. I need to say who the company is that I'm trying to reach out to. Now, it's really important that we're focusing on a specific niche or vertical, not your whole ICP. You can't just say B2B companies. I want you to be really, really specific, and also add in the rough employee headcount as well. So growing digital agencies, 10 to 30 employees. Now the persona is about which job titles are you trying to sell to. And of course, your product or service might sell to lots of different people, but in here, we're just focusing on one segment, one persona. In this example, it's going to be the founder and CEO. And then I need you to put in the website URL. This is your website. And what's going to happen in the back end is the AI is going to look at your company, see how you're positioning the product or service, and then it's going to relate that to the persona and the company type. So in this example, I'm just going to use Home Run. Home Run is an amazing recruitment platform. I've used it in my businesses, and it helps you advertise the job and then manage the job application. So the term is an applicant tracking system. So I've got my 3 inputs, that's all I need to put in, and now I'm going to click Generate Message. So it takes around 10 to 20 seconds for this to work. Sometimes it's a little bit quicker, but what you'll see in just a second is 5 different problems and challenges that this persona specifically will be facing, or likely to be facing, in this type of company. So we've got it here. So the first problem is juggling recruitment chaos, and it's giving you suggested questions that you could ask that prospect. So are you overwhelmed by the never-ending cycle of posting jobs, sifting through unfit candidates, and feeling like you're always a step behind in hiring the right talent? So you can see this question is really specific to the problem, or one of the problems they might be facing, which is related to the product you're selling, which is related to the persona that you're selling it to, and the type of company that they're at. So then we have a positioning statement for the solution, which is Home Run is a hiring software platform tailored for digital agencies. It streamlines the entire recruitment process from job posting to candidate selection, which means you can finally break free from recruitment chaos and focus on growing your agency with the right team. So another problem here is missing out on top talent. A question you could ask is, how frustrating is it to see top candidates slip through your fingers because of your hiring process is so slow or disorganized? Again, then it positions the solution based on that problem of missing out on top talent. Home Run is an intuitive recruitment tool that accelerates your hiring process. It ensures you catch and engage top talent quickly before they move on, which means you won't miss out on the best people who can drive your agency's success and innovation. So again, you can see how it's tailored the solution to that specific problem. The next problem is lack of cohesive team collaboration. Another problem is overwhelmed by tedious admin tasks. And you can see, are you sick of wasting your precious time on repetitive hiring admin work? Hands up, I was when I was hiring for my agencies. And then also brand identity lost in recruitment. I gave it five, I engineered it in a way that it gives five potential problems. And then you might be asking, well, what next? So here you can use these suggestions in your messaging. You can test different problems and questions in your cold calling, in your in your emails, in your LinkedIn messages, or any sort of outbound campaigns. And then you can continue to test your angles and messaging. That's the really key thing here. So in this screen, you can see all of your previous message ideas. And again, it's a tool that I really think you can use time and time again. You can click into any of these by clicking view details, and you'll be able to see what the generated message ideas are going to be. Don't worry if the output looks a bit different. I've got it varied. There's two different types of output that can come out. One that you saw in the previous part of the video, and then this one is just a little bit more detailed. So we've got chaotic hiring process, but down here we've got the hard-hitting question, which is related to that particular problem. And down here is how to do the position it to the solution. We're using the is, does, means framework as well. So that's how you can view your previous message ideas. You can also search, filter and search, show favorites only. So it's got a favorite feature. And then over here, we've got some email examples. Now, like I said, I didn't want to create a cold email writing tool. I want to give you the right messages, the angles for the messaging. But here are a couple of different frameworks that you can use for your emails that I use all the time with my outreach as well. There's, of course, some settings here just for you to update a few bits. And that's pretty much it. So give it a go. If you have any feedback whatsoever, please do let me know. My email is mark@yellowo.co.uk. That's not going to show there for you because your email is going to show up there. But if you have any questions at all or feedback, I'm all ears and happy to hear them. So good luck with the tool. Let me know what you think, and happy prospecting.